Hey guys, welcome back to the Summer Rain channel. So today I thought we would do something just a wee little bit different, and we're going to be making candles with sprinkles on the inside, on the outside of the inside of the jar. Does that make sense? But like, you know, you can see it. So inside the jar, I really like the way it looks. So I made this like tall one for the video, and then I made the smaller one for my blog post. And honestly, I think I like the smaller one a little bit better than I like the tall one. What do you think? Small or tall? If you're interested in making your own candy sprinkle candle, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how. So when I'm making a sprinkle candle, what I do is just go ahead and grab some Mod Podge and then a paintbrush, and you're just going to paint right on the inside of your container. So we'll go ahead and get Mod Podge all in here. And I try not to get the very bottom, just where the wick's gonna go. So as you can see, I got the bottom a little bit, but not really where the wick's gonna be. And then go ahead and grab your sprinkles. And you can just pour them in there and then turn it from like side to side to get a really good coating. And now, as you can see, there's sprinkles on the entire outside of the candle. Actually, I'm going to go up all the way to the top of the jar. I think it'll look nicer that way. And then I went ahead, I just shook out the extra sprinkles into the trash. What I'm going to do is allow this to dry all the way, and the Mod Podge will dry clear, so it won't be white like that once it's dried. And then we'll come back and we'll put the wick in and actually make our candle. So as you can see, the sprinkles have dried. The Mod Podge is no longer white and it's not wet, so we're going to go ahead and add our wick. So I just got a wee little bit of hot glue on there, and we'll just pop that in the center of our container and kind of push it down just a wee little bit. For our sprinkle candle, I have our soy wax here. Now, if you're ever unsure on how much you should use, what you can do is take your container, well, before you put the sprinkles in, fill it up twice to the top with your wax, and that's typically about what you need for this candle. So if you don't know how much it's going to hold, just fill it up completely 2 times with the soy wax, and that's pretty close to where you need to be. And for this candle, I'm using a strawberry shortcake fragrance oil, but for now I'm just going to set this off to the side. And we're going to go ahead and pop this into our pouring pot. And I'm going to pop it on a double boiler until our wax is fully melted. So I went ahead and pulled our wax off the double boiler. Right now it's 170 degrees, so it's really too hot to do anything. I don't want to add my fragrance just yet, and it's definitely way too hot to pour. So I'm just going to keep stirring this and allowing it to cool, and then I'll come back when it cools down just a bit. So the wax has cooled down a bit. Right now, it's at about 140 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance oil. And I like to give that a really good mix. And then I'm just going to keep mixing this and give it a little bit more time to cool down. I want to pour probably at about 100, 110 degrees, somewhere in that range. So I'll come back once this cooled a little bit more. So this has cooled down quite a bit. I'm at about 120 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it. And I'll try to pour it so you can see here. And I like to pour really slow when I'm going into this candle. And then to go ahead and center the wick, I just use a Sharpie. And I'm going to place it right about center. And I think that's good. So I'm going to let this go ahead and cool right here, and I'll come back when it's done. So I allowed this to finish cooling, but as you can see, the top is awfully wonky. So I'm thinking that maybe I poured it a little bit too hot, or it cooled maybe too fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to fix that. So if you get a candle and the top isn't quite how you want it, now you can heat it up with like a heat gun or with like a lighter or something like that to smooth it out. But I found the easiest way is just to warm up a bit more wax. And we're just going to pop a little bit on the top. So I just put a wee little bit more in there. We're going to allow this to finish cooling, and then I will come back. So after I allowed that new wax that we poured to cool a little bit, it looks way better. So we don't want this big long wick, so we're just going to trim that down. And there is your finished sprinkle candle. Man, I really like the way that that looks. And it smells so good already. I hope you enjoy making your own. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.